Yeah,
Like,
that
it's
was
such a fuck
that
you,
was
Greg. Hi, Nick.
odd. Hi, Greg. Hey there, beer tubers. Welcome back to Beer Analysis 101 with your host Maxwell Starr, and it's already off the rails. So tonight we're going to take a look at a beer for once, and I guess big surprise, it's another beer from Collective Arts.
We like
But
collecting arts.
yeah, we do like Collective Arts. They do
They
make
have
good
good
shit,
distribution.
as evidenced by the 20 videos we've done so far on this brewery. Because, hey, I can get some of this shit here. Jam Up the Mash. Jam Up the Pineapple and Tangerine. The latest in the Jam Up the Mash series. Dry hopped sour, 5.2% ABV. We'll discuss everything about that beer here in a moment. As soon as it focuses on me. But first, let's get down to who we have with us, starting off with Mr. V of Drinking in Canada's Tacos.
I can't believe I drove 17 minutes to buy this.
You drove how far?
17 minutes because
17 minutes. Oh,
because we love Carrie. She wanted the birthday mash, so
You're the best,
pump up
man.
the
it
jam.
was a birthday mash.
Pump up the jam.
Smash. It was a birthday smash. All right, thank you, Guy. And speaking of which, let's go over to the birthday beard.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, beard. Happy birthday
Thank
to
you.
you. Happy birthday,
to you. Happy
Happy birthday, dear
Beard.
Beer Carrier.
Happy
Happy birthday to you.
Mr. President.
Go ride your bike.
There we go.
Some
Oh, that was not expected. But that
shit.
was
How's
great.
your birthday going there, Beardo?
It's been pretty good. Yeah, thanks. Excited. Good stuff. Beer. Good times.
Big
Awesome.
5-0.
All right.
The big 4-2. Oh, yeah, sure.
Well, that's still pretty big.
All right.
69 years old.
Speaking of big, we got Greg, the one, the only, the
I'm the only one.
Bolosky.
I'm the only one here still in my 30s. Or maybe Guy is. I don't know how old Guy is. But
I can't remember if he's over 40 or not.
I'm doing well, though. How's everyone else doing? I'm about to drink this beer in honor of Redbeard. Wait, what is it? It's a Jam Up the Mash Dry Hop Sour. Fuck you, Redbeard.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So I'll bring myself back up here and we'll talk about the history of this beer, which we pretty much already know all the history there is to know. If you've been watching this channel for years, because we've told this story many a times, Collective Arts Brewing was founded in December 2013 by Matt Johnson and Bob Russell. Not Bob Hardy, Bob Russell. Along with brewmaster Ryan Morrow and contract brewing space, so thanks to Nickelbrook, Collective Arts introduced their first beers, Ryman Raisin Extra Pale Ale, on September 9th, 2013. In 2014, they jointly opened a cooperative arts and science brewery with Nickelbrook at the site of the former Lakeport Brewing Facility in Hamilton, Ontario. In 2017, Collective Arts agreed to buy out Nickelbrook's shares in the brewery, and following this, they were able to expand production and distribution all across Canada and into the U.S. They are also notable for supporting their local arts community, featuring artwork from local artists and actually small artists all over the world nowadays on the labels of their cans. So yeah, some artists do that, not some designed by a committee that was put on the can. So Collective Arts has a core lineup of several beers, including things like Ryman Raisin Pale Ale, Ransack Universe IPA, Life in the Clouds, Hazy IPA, Radio the Mothership Imperial IPAs, Surround Sounds, a bunch of project beers and stuff like that. And of course, the IPA series that we've been very fond of on this channel, which I haven't gotten IPA number 22 yet here in New Brunswick. I'm starting to get worried that I
Not
won't.
here either.
Yeah.
So.
Anyway, all right, so Collective Arts Jam Up the Mash Pineapple and Tangerine is a 5.2% ABV dry hopped sour ale brewed using generous amounts of Vic Secret, Citra, and Mosaic, as well, of course, Pineapple and Tangerine. The original version of this beer was previously called Mash Up the Jam and was first released in January 2018. It was based off the original Project Dry Hop Sour that they released, probably before that. I'm going to guess like 16 or 17. So the beer underwent a name change to Jam Up the Mash in 2018 to avoid an infringement case with another similarly named beer. And I didn't catch which one. And the Pineapple Tangerine variant appeared in May of 2021. Collective Arts has also released a passion fruit and peach version in 2020. So there you go. There's your beer history. So it's kind of very, even after I poured it, it's kind of like this, get this weird rocky head, almost like it's got pith in it or something like that. Anyway, so let's get down to histories with this and start with Guy. And Guy, you got any history with this beer?
You just witnessed it.
So the history you've had is the long drive across the border to Ontario to get a Collective Arts beer.
And it just stuck in my mouth.
And you put it in your face.
There we go.
And you put it in your mouth.
And that's my story.
Put it in your face like it's a squid. Squid tentacles.
Octopus.
Octopus.
Octopi.
All right. So let's go over to Redbeard. And I'm pretty sure you've got a history with this beer because I know how much you love sours.
I've had a few of them up to this point. I did a review on my channel in June. It's been around for a little bit at this point. My can's from May 23rd. But the store that it was at, the one LCBO here, two of the LCBOs, sorry, have the big walk-in fridge, so it stays refrigerated for the whole time. So yeah, it seems to be fine. And big fan of pineapple. Not a huge fan of tangerines, but I like tangerines, and yeah, sour beers in general. I like.
All right. And of course, last but certainly, well, it's Greg. Hi, Greg.
I believe this is sip number 5. And that's my history.
So this isn't the first time you've had it as well.
It is the first time I've had it. I would likely not buy a sour if I was not requested to by a certain Mr. Lowe.
Well, you say that, but you bought like how many of those bench brewery beers you bought were sour beers?
Well, so that's different. I tend to, whenever I go to a new brewery I've never been to before, as long as their pricing's not ridiculous, I usually will just buy one of everything. And they just happen to have like 25 beers. And even the expensive ones were only like $8. So I thought it was pretty reasonable. But yeah, I just bought a lot of everything, and a lot of them I hated, but they weren't that expensive, so I don't care. But yeah, I never walk into an LCBO and be like, "Ooh, a sour! I'm going to try this." Nope.
All right.
There's whistling going on there.
All right. So while Greg picks his feet, let's go back over to me. I see that we got Lee Russell and Chris from Off the 10th in the chat. So let's talk about bikes. Hey, I'll do the bike back here. No. All right, I'll read the comments here. So first of all, we got Western Canadian Reviewer says, "You're getting old, Redbeard. Happy birthday."
Sure. Thank you.
Barfing later. Get so much beer into him, he's going to be barfing later. So
No, I don't.
Lee Russell's already popping the question saying, "What's next week's beer?"
The man's always prepared.
Yeah, we'll always answer that later. Anyway, so quickest final question ever. Yeah, I didn't even give my history on this beer, which is of course the same. This is the first time I've ever had it. I've had Jam Up the Mash a few times. We've actually got somebody else with us tonight, which is Lady Lee.
Lady Lee.
Hello, how's it going?
Oh, it's going. You know how the things go. You know the go. Your Lee's favorite flavor is pineapple. You're not wrong.
Yeah.
All right. So, since you're here, first of all, how are you doing tonight? I think we already asked that.
Yes, I'm good. I'm very good. I'm just here at my mom's birthday.
Nice.
Happy birthday, Carrie.
Vicky.
Thank you. Happy birthday, Mom.
She's in there. They're chatting.
Happy birthday, Mama Hardy.
My history. Okay, I'll give my quick history quick. This one in particular, I bought at the grocery. I mean, I got the LCBO in town. That is as far as it goes. Obviously, with Collective Arts, we've mentioned a million times, but we've done it many times on this channel. So, history.
Right. Thank you, Lady Lee. I'll put myself back up in here. You kind of jogged my memory. I want to talk a bit more about my history on this. I've had this in the fridge for a couple of weeks now. That's my history. No. I've had Jam Up the Mash a few times. And, of course, the Collective Arts, I go way back to, 2014 when I think the first time I ever had Saint the Circumstance, their extra pale ale. Jam Up the Mash, I know Redbeard loves sours. I'm not really a crazy fan of sours. I always perceived them as like the next fad that came in like 2017, 18 or something like that. That I figured they would fade away or well. I don't know. The, like sours are still out there, but they're not my favorite kind of beer. Like they're kind of like one of my. I don't think they're bad beers generally, but they're just not something that I would gravitate to. And when I saw this on first arrive on the shelf, I thought, cool, maybe we could do a BA on it at some point. But I could take it or leave it. It wasn't until Redbeard pointed out, and of course it's Redbeard's birthday, that we decided to do it. So I'm just saying, blame this guy for the pineapple.
Happy birthday!
Alrighty, so I'm gonna put us, everybody, the Brady Bunch.
I'm in my parents' room, sunroom.
Sunroom.
Yeah.
Oh, like a closed-in porch with the clear plastic roof. Looks cool.
It doesn't have a plastic roof. It has nice. It's like a permanent structure.
Oh, okay. Looks nice.
Yeah, it's kind of nice actually.
Yeah, I do a better job. I have my Chromebook, so I have no real camera. Like it's just a crappy camera, so I
So
can't give
you're
you a
very
proper.
you're very close to Wood Brothers.
Yeah. Oh, I'm close-ish to you. You're in Gatineau, right?
Yeah, but near your place is Wood Brothers. It's like crazy brewery in the middle of nowhere. It's nice.
Mm. That's fun.
No. Yes.
Random breweries are usually fun.
All right, so the one viewer that we have, it's probably Russell if he's still hanging around for Pineapple. Of course, he would have commented at Lee's in on the panel by now if he was actually watching. But either way, that one viewer, let us know what you're drinking. We do read all the comments that we get and interact with the people who chat with us. So let us know, and if any questions, comments, of course, let us know as well.
Or if you just want to hurl insults at us,
provided they're PG
do it.
enough, you know.
Any sexual harassment will go to Guy tonight.
Like,
He'll be the official
like
harasser.
rated R comments within a certain degree of, like, as long as you're not insulting people.
You can say whatever you want about me. I have no
I know,
limit.
we do. You have no limit or filter.
True.
He's just like his filter. It doesn't exist.
That's right.
It's pretty much my Polish filter.
All I'm thinking about is attaching flashlights to Nick's bike.
Jesus.
It's a special
Glad you're
seat.
nowhere near my bike.
You put an actual flashlight inside the flashlight would be awesome.
Flashlight,
You're like a
Flush,
like a light up
flush
vagina.
inception.
flash,
Inception light.
light, in session,
Flushception.
inception.
You get like the pink glow too. See what you just did.
Jesus.
When you blow your load in, it'll look like the predator's blood.
You know, you see, we need to contact Maglite and see if they do a collaboration.
You like glow, phosphorescent jizz or something like that, and like Predator style blood.
Well, if
BA
it's-
101.
if it's Maglite, it could
Yeah,
be like,
now we
it's
have 0 viewers, so big
soft enough
surprise.
for sex, but hard enough to stop a bullet.
There we go.
BA 101 when we talk about flashlights and flashlights.
Yeah. We always have the entertaining chat, and this is why nobody watches it. It's all right. So I'm gonna
We
put
should
us
do
back
we
in front.
bring your own beer, but you have to drink it out of a flashlight.
Oh,
Who owns a flashlight?
See the sediment? That's yeast.
Ew.
Oh, all right.
It's basically one giant straw, basically.
So, are we? This might be a quick episode considering we have our history. Are we ready to talk about our scores yet, or we want to sit a few minutes? And
I'm gonna go last anyway. So by the time you guys go, I'll probably be able to figure something out.
All right. I see, he's got the pretzels. So we'll put Guy up first. Guy.
Peanut butter. I was surprised it actually has peanut butter in the center.
Penis?
Penis.
Chem the penis.
That's what goes in flashlights.
Penis.
I don't know. I'm surprised. I get like Mountain Dew, fresh cut pineapple, sour lemonade, but the sourness is not too overwhelming. But as a sour beer, I think it's like easily 8 out of 10. But as a beer myself, I'm not a big fan of sour beers. It's like 6.9 just to be dirty.
6.9 just be dirty. Nice.
All right.
Yes.
Okay. So let's go down to Birthday Beard.
Yay!
I like this. It's not the best sour I've ever had, but it's a really just solid example of a sour. The pineapple flavor and tangerine flavor are both there. It's not painfully sour, which I like a really sour beer, but this works well overall. I'm going to go 9 for style and 8 for enjoyment. I like it. And Collective Arts is one of those breweries. They make a decent number of sours, and they know what they're doing, kind of thing. So.
All right, Greg.
Disclaimer: I'm a believer that breweries are just selling you a sour. That sell you a sour, just selling you rotten beer. That being said, I don't mind a sour that's well balanced. This one makes an attempt to be well balanced with the fruit flavors. You do get the flavors. You get what they promise you. You get some pineapple. You get some tangerine, but it's not enough for me. Unlike Carrie, I find this to be quite sour. And too sour for my taste. It does attempt to be balanced with those flavors, but not nearly enough. So for style, I'm going to give it a 6. For personal enjoyment, I'm going to go 4. And that's not a terrible rating for a sour. I can go much lower, much worse than a sour.
You're just a grump.
I am a grump. This is true. I'm getting old.
People like what they like. If we were doing some kind of weird Belgian Trappist quadruple authentic yeast thing,
I'd be whipping my fleshlight all over it.
Harvested from the finest women.
Yeah, and then red beer would probably be putting a firecracker down the bottle.
Yeah,
that's the thing. I forgot you don't like Belgian beers that much. I don't love them always, but there are some really good ones. In my own opinion, right, Klizak? Is Klizak watching?
He was.
A new comment from Male Lee. He's still around, apparently. He's not a fan of Lady Lee's name. I would appreciate Lee's name tonight. Cancel her.
I didn't even see what her name was.
Alrighty. So, speaking of canceling Lee, let's put her up in front.
That's actually true.
Okay. I realized that I have more history than I thought with Collective Arts, so I'm just going to run through this really quick. But I picked up a bunch of sours, actually, from Lisa when she dropped them off, the rep from Collective Arts. So I have a berry one, I have the jam up the mash, and I have a pomegranate one. So I have a bunch that I need to try. Which one did I have last time? So with Collective Arts, it's very hit or miss for me, because I remember having the first one, and I thought it was like absolutely amazing. And then I went and had the second one, and I thought the flavors were just like very meh. Like, it just did not appeal to me. This one's very, like, this one's good. I do enjoy this one. My thing is with, like, sours is sometimes I find them, like, too sour, so you lose the flavor. This one's nice because the flavor's still there and it's still sour. So if you're a sour person, I would say this is probably, like, definitely that nice ground of flavor and sour versus just the sour taste. So, yes, I'm gonna say style-wise, I'm gonna give it a 9. It's there. There's the sour taste to it, and then there's that fruity taste to it. It does have a pineapple taste. It does have a tangerine taste. I don't know what would make it a 10, but it's definitely a 9 for my own personal enjoyment. The only thing with sours, it really bugs like my heartburn. So it takes a while to finish them. So even if I like them, it's always like I can't do it as much. But anyways, the flavor's absolutely there. I do actually enjoy it. I'm going to give it an 8.5.
Ooh, fancy.
I just have to drink it really slow.
She said heartburn. Lady Lee's in the normal.
All right. Thank you, Lady Lee. And I'll put up, give some of my thoughts here. And I do agree with Lady Lee. Sours do generally give me heartburn. It's kind of why I steer away from them. Plus, I'm not as crazy about them anyway. But this is actually pretty decent for a sour. Like tart, tannic, briny, lemonade. Like it's almost got that little bit of a hint of saltiness to it. I feel like in that tart, tannic lemonade. You do get the pineapple flavors. You don't. There's like a hint of the tangerine there, but it's not. It's almost drowned out by everything else. That said, it's a fairly well balanced sour. It's kind of right in the edge of being a little too sour for my tastes. Like. I do find it puckering, which kind of, to me at least, affects the refreshingness. Like how fast you can drink this, but you got to give credit where credit's due. It does taste like a nice, juicy, pineapple-y, sour beer that really does go down easy. Yeah, Lee would really, don't knock it until you try it. Stick that pineapple where the sun don't shine.
Whoa.
All right. So my thoughts on here, like I gotta say, I'm not crazy with sours. It's not blowing my mind or anything, but I do find that it's a very easily drinkable, tasty beer. So 8 for the style, 7.5 overall enjoyment for moi, and that's where I stand on that. While we do up the maths, anybody with a comment other than Lady Lee saying I'll cancel you,
Oh.
settle down, you two. All right.
Those are so
I am
messages.
gonna do some graphics if I can find some to work with.
Yeah.
Why don't everybody speak at once here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what are you saying? Did I hear Redbeard? You said that you didn't see IPA number 22 in your area yet.
Nope.
I'm not sure if I've seen that beer at all is in Toronto or not. But...
Somehow
Yeah.
it's already made its way to Dan. Like, that makes no sense.
No, it doesn't.
Well, sometimes they gotta throw Dan a bone.
That is weird. So no, that's not a thought that I was having. So yes, beer.
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 Yeah.
Beer. Beer. Okay, so I do have a funny story. We were talking about beers tonight, and I forget what I said. They start talking about percentages, and they said that like anything past 5 or 5.5 is way too much, and I just laughed because like all you guys are like, should I have this beer tonight? And it's like a 13%.
Yeah, we're a bunch of
contrast
alcoholics
between-
though. We're not the best.
There's me. I have like
I think the word you were looking for is real men.
Yes, exactly. Big
Yeah.
hairy chests.
I was sure my 8%. That's like the lower one. Like I feel like that's a lower compared to like what I'm used to seeing with this group. Oh, it's a like 35. Yeah, sure. I know that's over
It's
exaggerated,
like,
but
okay, it's like
you know
you're
what I
talking
mean.
about like almost like dude bros talking about, oh man, 5.5% is too much. Let's drink that 5 or 4% light beer. Like, how about no?
Yeah, when they said it, anything past 5 is like shoe polish remover. Paint thinner, paint remover. Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Hands over,
I
bro.
bet you the same guys will drink whiskey just fine.
Yeah,
But anyways, made me laugh
it's hilarious.
because all I can think of was you guys.
Yeah, we're terrible.
Oh, jeez,
Like,
it's getting dark out here.
if it's like, what is this? This is 5 point something, right? Close to 6. Use on a 5.2 even. This is meh.
Shoe polish.
Like on a hot summer day, this is where like I could crush several of these on a hot summer day on a patio. Ice cold.
If I
over
didn't
the
have
cool.
an issue with sour screwing up my esophagus, I
Yeah, it
would.
gives some people heartburn and stuff like that, and messes with some people's shit. I don't know.
Because realistically, it's very refreshing. Like I agree with you. I can't drink it fast.
I'm gonna cleanse my palate with this GLB Belgian Pale Ale. Yeast.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm kind of with Lee on that. Like, I actually take some pretty powerful medications to stop my heartburn, and so I don't drink wine. Like, I don't really like anything with like the strong acidic fruit juices. They'll drive me nuts. But beer, it's kind of actually one reason why I got into beer in the first place is because the pH of beer is typically pretty neutral.
Sorry.
Wow.
Then some asshole decided to bring out sours, and then I'm like, oh fuck, I have to drink those now.
I like sours. It just sucks.
I don't mind them, but I'm not crazy about them.
I occasionally like them but the ones I like are probably the ones that people who like sours wouldn't like. Like I would like ones that are not very sour, like a tiny hint of sour.
They're like the moon and Austin.
What?
They're like the moon and Austin Powers. Would you miss it?
Like the Alan Parsons Project.
Oh my goodness!
$1 billion.
I didn't get my nap today.
Jesus, you're the youngest one here, and you're a napper.
Yeah, I'm a napper. I've always been a napper.
Oh my god, I can't nap. If I nap, I won't be able to sleep for the next 3 days.
I can't
Oh, yeah.
nap because I can't nap. I can want to nap, and I'll lay down for an hour or two and just lay there and not fall asleep because my body's like, "What are you doing? It's the daytime. This is not sleep time."
I nap for like 2 hours.
I'm not napping anymore. I'm sleeping.
I rarely nap. Anyway, speaking of naps, let's we got ratings. 8.0 for the style, 7.0 for overall. It's weird how that worked out.
Not bad. Not bad.
Even the picture depicts like sour beers.
Hello, Arnold.
It looks like the contents of Gee's stomach after eating squid.
And sour beers.
Octopus.
Octopoy.
Squid is good.
This squid is evil.
I did try.
Octopus is sausage.
I was cleaning. I'm sure I've told this story. I was cleaning a hood fan at a Japanese restaurant that has burned down since. That used to be called the Kabuki House, and burned down from electrical fire in the basement, not from dirty hood fans. But they're doing the hood fan one time, and the owner / head chef guy was there in the kitchen making a salad for his wife, who was outside doing some gardening. And it was just this really nice looking salad, and I commented on how nice it looked. He's like, "I haven't added the finishing touch yet," and pulls out a bowl with these little baby octopus that are in some kind of sauce. He's like, "You want to try one?"
Delicious.
Food, I'll try anything once. So I grab one, plop it in my mouth, bite down. The sauce he had on it was astonishingly amazing. But the texture of the octopus was the exact same as gristle in like a piece of chicken or steak or something. And like if I'm eating that kind of food and I bite into gristle, the meal's done for me. It just instantly appetite ruined. When I was a kid, I would like gag and almost throw up from that kind of shit. So like I bite down on this octopus and I'm like, very good. Like casually walk outside of the kitchen and onto the back deck kind of area and just like spit it as far as I can. But the sauce, you give credit where credit's due.
Have you ever had calamari before?
Honestly, I've never tried calamari.
Okay, because
Deep fried calamari is fucking good.
calamari.
I've made it in many restaurants, and when I used to work at Finn McCool's years ago, we actually like got the squid head, whatever things in, had to take the membrane stuff out and actually slice the calamari ourselves, like from scratch. So I've made it. Making it, I guess, was kind of the thing that really made me be like, I don't know if I ever want to eat this because it's just this like rubbery, fucking white, terrifying looking.
Yeah, but if
I
it's
don't know.
made right, it melts in your mouth when you eat it. It's got it's almost like a breaded onion ring, and then in the contents of it, if it's not cooked right, it's rubbery still and kind of fishy. If it's cooked right, though, it'll melt right in your mouth like buttery.
I have heard, it was like a lot of different.
Is awesome.
A lot of like stuff from the sea, I guess, kind of in general. It's like you got to cook that just right, or it's going to be really dry or really tough or something. It's fish and seafood is. You got to get there, cook it right.
Meanwhile, Lately's like, no, calamari.
Oh, I love it all. I just want all the seafood.
All right, so speaking of, sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I eat everything, so I don't get picky eaters. I never have. I just like if it's food, I'll eat it. If I don't like it, I'll still eat it because I don't care.
Random thing, lately, have you had the fish and chips from the Crown and Beaver here in town?
No, I haven't.
It is best fish and chips I have had aside from like going out east. It's worth a trip down Lakeshore. Just recommendation.
My dad said the ones at Churchill's are really good too, like in the bar area.
Churchill's might be overpriced, probably.
It was their bar menu, so it wasn't too expensive.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like a late night menu. So.
I'm gonna try the book.
So, cool. So let's stop talking about seafood for a second here and talk about
what?
just so that we can talk about that shit offline. I know we can talk about that offline. All right. So first of all, the question had already been asked: what is next week's beer? And to satisfy Lee Russell after putting him through watching the pineapple crap tonight, we're gonna do something he actually asked for. We're gonna do an episode of BYOB next week on lime beers. I've got an example sitting with me here. This Pump House Crafty Radler Limoncello lime version, but any lime beer, if it's got lime in it, like Bud Light lime, some variation of lime, like a margarita beer.
What if you're drinking a traditional Corona and you put a lime in the beer?
Yeah, does that
You
count?
know what? Corona and lime will allow, just because that is the cup.
Cool.
Yeah, if anybody wants to bring Corona or Sol or some kind of
And lime.
Mexican
You don't bring
cerveza
the
that
lime this
normally
time.
is associated.
Yeah, you have to
Like,
have a
don't bring a
lime.
hazy IPA or a double tempest and put lime in it.
Ooh, the hazy
Gross.
IPA maybe, but double tempest. Ew.
I'll allow a cerveza with lime in it. So
Nice.
just go get some Corona or something. Go get a case of the Rona, and I mean a 12-pack.
There you go.
Alrighty. So tune in next week for BYOB Lime Beers. I want to thank the one viewer for watching.
Thank you, one viewer.
Whether
Hi, one
thank you,
viewer.
one viewer, depending on who that
Care
one
about
viewer
you.
is. If it's either Dan, Chris, or Lee, let's face it, it's probably neither. It's actually Redbeard.
Nope.
Ooh. All right,
And
so it was a
one
quick
viewer.
and easy episode tonight. 30 minutes. That's got to be a record for short episodes lately. And that's since the beginning of BA 101. And I got to admit, I got to find the day it actually is. It might even be 2 weeks from now that we celebrate our 5th anniversary of BA 101.
Wow.
We've been doing this crap for long. We don't have any special beers planned for it.
Now is that including the Lie 101?
Yeah, that's including Lie 101. That was like August 16th or something, 2017 that we started. That Lee started it on his channel.
Yeah.
You should
and then
do
he
Old
abandoned
English.
Mm.
Old English anniversary.
Oh
He
yeah, I wish I
abandoned it
could.
like a
Yeah,
Coke
we should do it like by doing all BYOB malt liquors. All right. So thank you
That would
everybody
actually
for
be good.
watching. Would be. We were talking.
It'd
about
actually be in honor of the original founder of beer review.
All right, so I want to say thank
From
you, everybody,
Louisiana.
and happy birthday, Redbeard. Don't forget about the plight of women in Brandon, Manitoba. All right,
And
so we'll
also,
talk to
there's
you
a
guys later.
penis.
Sure.